What's up, y'all? It's your boy Evan here. Welcome to the Cartoon Block. And today I'm going to show y'all how to draw Frank Castle, aka Punisher, baby. Let's get to it.
So starting out, I want to go ahead and use my wide Copic, marker. It's the Cool 3 marker. And when I'm starting to sketch, Punisher, I always start with like the center line. And I'm kind of using a painting process here where I want to just drop in the dark shadows on his face because I know where I want to go ahead and place those. And what I like to go ahead and do is always refer to I like to refer to reference. So here I use my one of my toys, and I shined a flashlight down at it to get these to see where the shadows fall on the head. And as you can see, I'm using I took like 3 pictures of this head, and I just wanted to go ahead and get different various styles of reference to see how the shadows fall right underneath the eyebrow, in the eye sockets. The shadows fall like there's a big area underneath the nose, a cast shadow underneath the cheekbones, and reference is super important. And I always use my toys as reference to see where shadows fall on the face. And then next I want to go ahead and quickly sketch in, Punisher's jacket, his big old trench coat. No crazy details, just keep it simple. And I want to go ahead and just now start using my Copic multi-liner inking pen to kind of just fine-tune some of the exterior shadow shapes and stuff like that. Just fine-tune it. I'm still looking at the reference of my toy figure that I have, and just kind of just sketching out and drawing some more and just fine-tuning it. I could have started with the inking pen, but I like to use the Copic markers because they kind of give me a sketch that I'm not quite committed to yet. Therefore, I can still be loose and messy. And now with the inking pen, I can be a little bit more precise with it. So now I want to go ahead and use my Repeatograph inking bottle and like a little small cheap brush pen to start filling in all the heavy black areas. So all the areas that are going to be like, I know that will be in jet black, I can go ahead and start just filling those areas in right now. I want to put some kind of like abstract background behind them. I can go ahead and start fine-tuning, the heavy black shadows that'll be on his face. And like I said before, I'm still looking at my the photographs I took of my toy reference, and it was just some generic head. And I can just look at that and just, see where the shadows fall. That way I don't have to make it up. Now I can switch to my brush pen, and you can use your brush pen or use what I did, the Repeatograph inking bottle with the brush. But here the brush pen, the Pentel Pocket brush pen, is a little bit more precise. And I can go ahead and just kind of fine-tune certain areas. It's almost like you're painting with, an inking pen. I mean, you really are doing that. And like I said before, I'm always looking at the toy and seeing how the light falls on it. It's very good reference. That way I don't have to worry about what is the right shadow, where to put the shadow at. Just go ahead and grab some reference. And now I'm going to switch over to my inking, my whiteout gel pen to go ahead and kind of like sculpt out the skull on his chest some more, and then fill in his eyes and nose area on the skull itself, the detail. And for his collarbones, I'm going to go ahead and make those white also. It's like there's a hard light above his head, and it makes him look more mysterious and scary. It's the Punisher, you can't go wrong with that. And I want to go ahead and put some white out. Maybe some highlights will hit his sternomastoid neck muscle. And now I can continue fine-tuning his jacket and just putting more blacks down with that. And I can use my jelly roll pen and kind of outline and separate his collars from the background of the jacket. And next, just go ahead and start fine-tuning, putting in the halftone, basically the gray areas of the shadows on his face. But I don't want those to be solid black, so I use my inking pen instead. And even though the toy doesn't have this, I want to go ahead and put an outline white line around his head. I want to kind of separate his head from the background. And as an artist, this will be your job to always go ahead and make those artistic decisions, even though you may not see it in the actual reference itself. And so with his face, I can now go back and put in like some more facial detail, like put some shadow shapes in there, and go ahead and give him some stubble around his chin. And they'll just go ahead and make him look a bit more realistic. Even though the toy doesn't have this, well, I pull other reference to see how the beard and the hair stubble is on his face. And I can use some white out here to go ahead and just make some of the hairs pop out. And there you have it. That's Frank Castle, aka the Punisher. Don't forget to follow me, like this video, and subscribe. Till next time, deuces. If you're still struggling with coming up with your own superhero body, grab my free superhero mini course. It'll save you time, effort, and aggravation, and you can draw your own superhero body and impress all your friends.